the last day that you can vote in Washington State. Of course, I recommend you vote as early as you can, and maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, maybe right now. Vote as soon as you can. Uh, Drop your ballot in a ballot box run by your county auditor, or if you can, drop it off at the county courthouse at your auditor's office. Uh, you can put your ballot in the mail, but we don't recommend it. The post office is sometimes slow. There's a chance, especially if you vote toward the end of the cycle, that your vote may not count if it's not postmarked by the right date. So we recommend using your county's ballot drop boxes or drop it off at the county. We also are ballot harvesting and sending crews around to offer to pick up your ballot and take it into the county. And we're also orchestrating and organizing and running a number of events where you can go to a party, basically, an event with a candidate, and there are ballot boxes at the event, ballot harvesting events. This one that's been in the news a bit lately is for the state Senate candidate Chad Magendas in the 5th Legislative District. On Saturday, November 1st, there's going to be basically, they're calling it brews and ballots. Basically, it's at a microbrew pub in Enumclaw, and Chad Magendas will be there, and they can talk policy and politics, and you can talk to the candidate, and you can drop off your ballot. So these events are happening around, and we're sending basically canvassers out into neighborhoods to pick up ballots and deliver them if you want that service. More reliable, I think, than the post office, where many hands touch the ballot and you can't be sure exactly what kind of a path it takes to the county auditor's office. The important thing is we want all good votes to be counted, and are doing more than ever to make that happen during this election cycle. There's been a lot going on generally. Our ballot harvesting is expanding. It's a couple of these special legislative races. I mentioned the Chad Magendas State Senate race in the 5th Legislative District. Of course, Michelle Caldier, one of my colleagues in the state legislature and the state house, is running for an open state Senate seat. She's in the 26th district. That's kind of bridges West Pierce County and parts of Kitsap County. So the towns are Gig Harbor and Port Orchard, that kind of area. You may be hearing from ballot harvesters in that location too, and a number of the school board races that the state party is supporting. Remember, there are about 80 of those spread all around the state. We're doing some get out the vote and ballot harvesting efforts in some of those races. So we're working all around the state to try to get that voter turnout up. Vote, 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 fight, 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 we say. I know that there are many conservatives and Republicans in the state who are discouraged by our voting system, by our elections processes, by the recent results. Well, by 40 years of governor race results. But what I have to say to you, and the word I'd like you to spread to everybody you know, is we can't become discouraged. We can't despair. We are moving the needle in key locations around the state of Washington. We are winning on key issues in Washington. The parents' rights issue, an initiative out on that right now. Voter ID issues, an initiative out on that right now. And of course, sports, an initiative out on that right now. On issues, we're winning. In key locations, including a couple of these state Senate races, we're in good shape and getting better. On the school boards, we're increasing the of school directors, school board members who are in that conservative caucus within the Washington School Directors Association. So we are making headway. Some of this is green shoots. I mean, it hasn't shown up in the flashy races yet, the Congress races, the statewide gubernatorial or U.S. Senate races, but we are advancing in the local front. And of course, this is 2025 and an odd numbered year. Most of our elections are focused on more local races, school boards, city councils, a few mayors, things like that. We are making headway around the state, improving our performance in places that are already conservative and Republican, and beginning to swap and switch and flip some of those districts and races that are in kind of the purplish areas. Still have work to do in some of the deep blue areas, but we know that's a longer term process. But the key to all of it, is don't give up, don't quit, keep voting. Vote, 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 fight, fight, fight. And a last word I want to say, the state party recently had its annual dinner in Bellevue. As you may have heard or seen, it was a record crowd, almost 500 people, sold out event. The speaker was the former congressman and TV news celebrity now, Jason Chaffetz, and he did a great keynote speech. He of course was a personal friend of Charlie Kirk, and Chaffetz was there in Utah when Kirk was assassinated. So he had a very particular personal take on what Kirk's assassination meant, what it looked like and felt like to be there, and what it means to our nation's politics as we go forward. So it was a great night. Thanks to anyone and everyone who was there. Thanks to anyone and everyone who helped make it happen, volunteered to set it up, and of course everyone who was there and just enjoyed the evening. It was a great sign that for the first time in a decade, we sold the room out, and it was really full. I think that's a leading indicator for success that we'll see, not just this coming Tuesday on Election Day 2025, but into next year, 2026, when we'll have the full midterms for legislature and for Congress races. And some initiatives will be in play next year too. But again, the key to everything, the reason we're here as a state party, the reason that you're involved as a PCO or involved in your county party, is to turn out the vote. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your family and friends and coworkers, and make sure that the good people of Washington are voting. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Until next week, be well and stay strong.